Up, y'all? Back at it again with another video. It's your boy Big Dell, and my special guest today is Corillogcial.
What's happening?
Welcome back to the Bare Truth Podcast in the man cave that is the G Spot 4.0. I'm happy to say this is the first time I've had him on the podcast. How many of your podcasts have I been on?
I ain't gonna hold you. He done been on like a solid 5-6 episodes.
5-6 solid episodes.
That's cause we hang out a lot though. That's
Yeah,
so
I'm over there a lot. Yeah, just be over there brainstorming with none of the ideas that come to fruition.
Yeah, man. That's why every time I think of something, you gotta write it down, man, or you can come back to it later.
Yeah, I got some notes over there actually, but hey, man, I was just damn. It's finally happening.
Yeah, man.
You could not leave that house.
Yeah, I could. My wife and son have been here for a long time, but she started a job in her hometown or whatever, so she left to go back today to start a new job since I'm getting ready to go back overseas. So now I got the house to myself for like a month and a half, so I'm gonna be cranking out a whole lot more content because now I got the time, and most likely I'll have the energy with no baby around to do so.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Oh my god, every time. Why everybody all niggas never said fuck them kids so often until they came to my house and had to deal with my kids. Well, child. Nigga come over there and be like, fuck them kids. I think it's only because niggas be wanting me to go out and do shit. And I never was able to because I always had to watch the baby. So niggas be like, man, fuck them kids. I'm like, bro.
For real.
I'm a dad.
You gotta be a loving father.
Yeah, I kinda.
Okay, I'm gonna miss Chance and by Isha though. But I ain't gonna lie, that little nigga threw his drumstick at me.
You know he lost that bitch too.
Ha!
He threw it, he lost that motherfucker. That was funny.
Cry yourself to sleep tonight, Chance. You gonna be using that xylophone with.
He got 1,000 episodes. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
He gonna make the next Roddy Ricch song.
Ah man. Speaking of. She got it.
Who?
Selena Gomez. She got the number one song right now.
I don't even care.
For real.
I don't really listen to Roddy Ricch or Selena Gomez.
Yeah. See what happens when you beg to take the black man's spot? Cause they took so long
to be fair, I seen the video. All she did was tell like her fans to like listen to the music and share it with people. That's why, because she was saying, you know what I'm saying, this project means a lot to me, and she went over the whole like circumstances of her writing it. That was it. As somebody who makes music, I get that, but so you know what I'm saying. But the only difference is, like rappers, it's easier to be a rapper than it is, I think, like any other genre of music, because niggas will do anything. Like, black people will ride for each other. Niggas was just listening to that song because it was a hit. Like, niggas just like it. It's a club song. Like, niggas market better than, I guess, like, pop stars do. But I don't know, because I mostly go to nigga clubs. So, because of that.
Stanley, we only make up 13% of America.
But that's what I'm saying. Niggas ride for each other. When it comes to, like, creativity-wise and shit like that, a lot of times, like, that's a big thing that's, like, misconstrued in, like, the black community. It's like, oh, black people need to learn to stick together. Black people will stick with you in everything you do as long as, one, I think, like, so say you make music, right? As long as you making music and it is consistent and you not doing a whole bunch of crazy shit, like, in the process of it, like, what's that nigga name? 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was doing all this crazy shit left and right like that. And because of that, he was getting a lot of buzz around his name. And that's why people listen to his music. But the consistency when it comes to like a rapper who just makes his music, you just put your shit out and everything you do is generally dope, niggas will support you. As long as what you're doing is generally dope and you consistent with it, niggas will always support you. When you got to go to all the antics and all of that shit, that's how you start to, like, you'll get a big fan base fast, but you'll lose them just like that anytime you do, like, one thing. Say if Roddy Ricch came out here and you found out, like, oh, that nigga does crack or some shit like that. Niggas will still, it'd be funny, but niggas will still listen to his music because niggas like...
Crack!
The crazy part is niggas will be like, well, That nigga music still slap, but like it's still good, so we don't care that much. As long as this nigga music, it don't interfere with what we like about him, we don't care. It's sort of a shitty mentality to have, but that's how black people ride for each other. As long as what you do for us doesn't come to harm for what you do to yourself, nigga, we don't care.
Crack.
Crack. Is it crack you smoke?
Sir. Oh, man. I guess so. See, the reason he does a podcast is, well, I can't say the reason why you do it, but like, you know, you watched a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
And that's the way you introduced me to podcasts, by showing me like, oh, your opinion can be changed by talking about a certain subject. Yeah, everybody get everybody get their opinion. Then you think about it another way instead of thinking it one way.
Yeah, it's just the conversation aspect of it. That's the best thing. That's a and black folks, we gotta get better at that, at like talking shit out. Niggas always ready to fight, kill somebody. As long as you talk about some shit, views can be changed. It's easy.
Yeah, man. But like that's the way I got into it, cause I just thought like we was funny. So
yeah,
like,
bro, that's usually how it is. Like, nigga, me and you together, we lit. Let's make this a thing. Like, do you talk to yourself?
Yeah, I do.
I think because of that if you're a person who talk a lot, a podcast would be perfect for you. Yeah. Because we both talk so fucking much, podcasts should just come easy to us. Right. That's why I'm able to do my shit even with no guests. I ain't gotta have no guests. I can just talk shit for 30 minutes and niggas will be dying laughing just watching that shit because I'm just talking shit. Granted, I ain't have nobody on there like with me to possibly change my opinion. Yeah. I'm just gonna talk my shit, and later on somebody will hop in the comments and be like, all right, you were possibly wrong about this, and I'll go back and correct myself. I'm gonna still talk my shit, but I'm gonna correct myself. You know what I'm saying?
Them alphabet people tried to get you.
They did. I don't give a hot damn about none of that shit.
But you held your own. You was like, hold on now.
Yeah. I felt bad that I had to pull that card, though. Wait a minute. My mom's lesbian. What if your mom's... I don't give a fuck. My mama was black before she was gay. So we gonna stand our ground on that, nigga. You can be gay all you want to, but let's do for the community you can't hide first, nigga. That shit kills me.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch gears with this one.
Oh, I'm about to say better than that. Come on now.
I was like, so you gonna get?
He was ready to talk about. The reason he was about to go ham is because every time he on my podcast, he got a habit of being on his phone. What I was doing was making sure mine was on vibrate so it did not interfere with his. He really tried the good for me too.
I was like, you hypocrite. No. You horrible hypocrite.
Bro, I ain't like that.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm gonna switch gears real quick. I want to bring up. You remember I don't know what episode it was, but it was a sex talk episode, and we was all
yours, you and Lyles and Q and all of them?
No, it was actually yours.
Oh, mine. Okay,
yeah. And we was talking about sex and like the weird thing we have females say, and Miles said, "Let the church say amen."
Y'all niggas is wild.
And I thought that was so good. So I tried it. I didn't get her to say the church said amen, but I got her to say amen. I was like, close enough.
He was just proud. He'd be like, I don't care. You said it.
She said it. But just like the conversation we had, it's basically holding a gun to a woman.
Yep. Anything you say to a chick, when your dick is inside her, I take that back. If you got good dick and you up in this, I'm only gonna say bitch because I don't necessarily know y'all names in general. But if you fucking a girl, like if you really digging in her shit, like in a positive way, if you digging in her shit, anything she say to you while you digging her down, you cannot take it face value. You can't, because bitches will say anything like. When they getting good dick, you be like, tell me you love me, bitch. I love you, Dad. She don't mean that shit. She just saying it. Because even if she don't agree to say it, like, you ain't gonna do nothing but digging her shit harder to the point where it might get fucking painful. Yeah. So that
I ain't gonna lie. I be fucking the what's the thing? What's the button in the back of the pussy called?
G-spot.
No, not that.
The button in the back of the pussy?
Yeah. It's the uterus, right?
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When you go back there, that's what I call the back button. So if you all up in there, obviously.
Digging in her cervix.
Yeah. And she tried to, she do that shit.
It's like sometimes you just gotta hit them with that short stroke. You don't want to do too much.
Nah.
See, sometimes you gotta care about the girls you're fucking.
True.
To a certain extent.
And if she says stop, you stop immediately.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
We rock with consent. Yeah. We rock with consent. But hold on. What if she says it on her own?
What?
What if she... I remember I was watching YG movie. Have you seen it? It was on Netflix.
I seen like part of it. I know what you're talking about.
It was on Netflix, and he was fucking this girl. He was fucking her. Then she came out of nowhere and said, "Ooh, I want to have your baby." And he was like, "Girl, stop playing. My phone ringing." I was like, well, "Hello."
I'm telling you, you can't take shit a bitch saying face value. But he dicking her down, bro.
He didn't tell her to say none of that. She said that on her own.
That's what I'm saying. In general, bitches are like, it's like, what is it? Like speaking in tongues. You've been to a black church. You know when folks start going crazy. Nothing they say mean anything. They just doing it because they feeling it. You feel me? So it's like that. But
so, like every time you have sex with a girl, I'm not gonna say it. No, I can't. I can't bring myself to say it. Let's just say she feels. I can't do it. I can't make that joke. I can't make that. I can close it like a motherfucker. I'll slam that motherfucker shut.
That's funny.
I'm not gonna make that joke. I can't bring myself to do it.
This is the Bare Truth podcast, bro. What is happening right now? You over here holding back, pulling punches? Last time I checked, bears don't give a fuck.
It's so... Oh my gosh. So, basically when you having sex, and a girl has that feeling, so she basically she's speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the sex version, like the sex equivalent to speaking in tongues, pretty much. What was so bad about that? You just ain't want to bring like the church aspect into it? I did. Oh.
I couldn't.
Well, I don't think...
I'm weak.
I don't think that's bad. I think he was just like giving us, like, comparing it to something.
Yeah, I was explaining it. It wasn't a joke. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah.
You made that seem like you was about to say something fucking horrific.
I thought I was.
That's crazy.
I'm better than that, but it's just funny, bro.
What do you mean?
I can't. You goddamn I got a gun to you.
Say what I want you to say.
It's funny, bro. You know I be having fun, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't be talking new sex. I'm here for one thing. Me. Whatever happens to you is on you.
Yeah.
Whatever don't happen for you is also on you. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I got other shit to do. To worry about you nutting and whatnot. Ain't playing these shenanigans with you.
True. But damn, bro. It just like you don't just do stuff. Sometimes it just.
No, wait. Don't get it twisted now. I'm at a level of freak I didn't know I could be at this point in my life. To the point where I gotta purchase shit. Like I gotta order some heavy duty equipment. But you're not finna hear a word out of me when we fuck it. I ain't gonna hold you. There's been times I've like had sex with chicks and they didn't even know like if I liked it or not because I don't like talk during sex. Because number one, everything that's going on in my head, it like with the exception of man, this feels good, is whatever I got to think about to not bust this nut too quick. Now what I'm saying is, what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying your pussy is just fucking fire, because this is usually with mostly any bitch I'd ever fucking fucked. So it's just like, well, I guess in this aspect, maybe I nut fast. I don't fucking know. Once again, I don't care that much. But sometimes it requires concentration to make sure I don't bust this nut too quick. I'll still bust quick if I really want to, but I don't want to come too fast, you know what I'm saying? Because then you going to be out here telling bitches. You be like, oh, this nigga nut fast as hell. Great. That could be a good or a bad thing. Because some bitch might be like, man, I don't believe this bitch. Yeah. Like, they'll fuck me anyway. But
that's a scary thought, a bad reputation.
I really don't care, though. Because, in our profession, we move around a lot. So I may have a bad reputation one fucking place, but somewhere else, I might be the shit. You never fucking know.
Fuck.
And if I'm the shit somewhere else, and I suck when I fucked you, guess what, bitch? It was your fault.
I blame
It was
you.
your fault.
You know what? Maybe you wasn't. Maybe your pussy not as fire as you think it is.
I hate bitches who like, oh, I got that. What was it? Clayton Thomas shit say? I got that juice box, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, no girl pussy on this planet is that goddamn fire. I don't care what exercise you do, better that shit. Bitch, you got a box. You got a regular ass box. If you feeling the nigga you fucking with, of course it's gonna be dope. If you not, it's gonna be trash. So somebody out there think your shit is trash because you just fucked them to fuck them. Your pussy is regular. All y'all pussy regular. Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me talk about this time back at home. Did I tell you how this bitch tried to choke me?
Negative. You did not.
Let me explain to you. This girl.
Bro.
So, shout out to Shay and Belle. I hope y'all watching this. So I remember like it was at least a year ago. They was teaching me how to choke.
Wait, what?
We was having it was a kickback.
Oh, and they was just showing you.
Yeah, I was just like, we was talking about choking. I was like this.
Jesus Christ. Why are you so rough with everything? God damn. I got a broken recliner in my house because you don't know how to let it out right.
It's not broken.
It is. The seat does not come out the right way. Even if you keep lifting the lever, it won't come up. You have to kick the side of it because you fling it out so much. What you're supposed to do is your legs are already supposed to be down. So when you let it out slow while setting your legs up slow. You just let this bitch fling out. It's like you lift it and lean back to make it fling out. And because of that, it don't open right now. Why are you so rough? When they describe choking, the first thing you did was literally throat chop yourself. Like, why? Why are you so rough with everything?
I am rough with everything.
Jesus Christ. They made you this way? Is that what it is?
I am.
Okay.
Sorry for breaking your $10,000 couch, Maisha. From the bottom of my heart.
She said, y'all niggas is not allowed over there. While she ain't here, I was just like, I still got videos to shoot, so It is what it is.
Yeah, but so they taught me how to choke. They just told me you got to do it from the side and you got to do it a little gently. Just give it a little force.
You only applying just a tad bit of pressure.
Tad bit of pressure.
Enough to feel it, but not enough to cause any actual harm.
Right. So I did that, and that's why I was fucking on missionary. But then we get to her riding me. Like, she riding me. All right, whatever. It's not good.
It never is.
And y'all not... Y'all think y'all hot shit. Y'all can't ride dick for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's y'all garbage. Even if you got Megan Thee Stallion knees, bitch, like, you still probably gonna be trash. I ain't gonna hold you. Megan Thee Stallion riding probably garbage. It looked good because she got a fat ass, but it's probably still trash.
But hold on. But I heard this from an OG of mine, Rouse. He said, if her knees crack when she about to ride you, she about to put it on you. If you hit them knees crack,
that's crazy.
But damn, what was I at? Okay, but they told me how to choke. Then she riding me. She come out of nowhere and fucking,
That was a perfect bitch for you. She
was
just as rough as your ass.
Bro, she grabbed the shit out of, she tried to choke me. Oh my God, I can't get the words out.
This is no homo, but I can just imagine you just panicking and shit. Oh God, no! Granny, don't! Just fucking freaking the fuck out. Oh,
bro, I ain't freak out, but I laughed. She choked me and it gave me a little force. I was like, what the fuck? Get off.
Just fucking giggle.
I laughed while I was choking. I was like, a little vein came out. I was like, bitch, fuck nigga, get off of me.
Have you both drove my
I was like, hold the fuck up. I know I was mean to you, but don't do this.
Oh, you were mean to her? She still fucked? Oh, that was payback. That was payback. 100%.
Yeah.
She was just
like, got you.
For this nigga. And you were just like, oh.
She got me at my most vulnerable point.
I just thought, that is a very vulnerable style. But I'm imagining, this is no homo. I imagine you fuck naked, right? You ain't one of them niggas that just stick your dick through the boxes.
No.
Okay, niggas do that shit. It's weird. If you fucking
I keep my t-shirt on.
Why? Never mind. I don't want to go into that. You got it. But
It's my podcast. Don't do this to me.
I'm not. I said I'm not gonna go into it.
All right.
You got it.
I can imagine what Miles.
I'm glad he's not here. He's not here. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's funny though.
Damn. 20-minute mark. Goddamn. You. I thought I was gonna die.
Your life was in danger.
I was like, cause I could, the way I laughed, I could have popped the blood vessel. Cause I was
Oh
like,
my God.
cause like I like I laughed out all my air, and I was like, I had to hurry up. I was like, oh bitch.
Oh hell no.
I was sucking your fucking
forehead.
forehead. You did that shit on purpose.
I would have punched her right in the titty.
Yeah, man.
Boom. Chest cancer.
God, man. I hope she's doing well. I hope she got that job like she wanted to. But all right.
I wouldn't hope nothing good for this bitch trying to
Kill me.
Fuck you.
Trying to assassinate me.
Hope all the shitty things that like
Happy to you and nobody else. Nobody else but you,
That
bitch.
shit is funny. This nigga said, choked it. I would have spit on her. Just threw the whole shit off. Like that last breath off to you. Right
You know what you just put me through, bitch?
Oh man, that's childish.
My gosh. Spitting on somebody.
Yep.
Oh.
Why would you spit on her? What she liked it though? Like you fuck around and spit on her, she'd be like smeared on her face.
Goodness gracious. You know a lot of girls like that aggressive shit.
I mean, I don't believe that.
You don't?
I believe bitches say they like aggressive shit. They don't fuck me. So let me get that straight. Bitches say they like aggressive shit. Bitches like if they taught you how to choke, right? And they told you just give it a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't like aggressive shit. If you want me to choke you and you want me to be delicate with choking you, you don't like aggressive shit. You heard about the act and for some reason it just turned you on. You don't really like aggressive shit. Aggressive shit is that good old fashioned BDSM shit I'm talking about. And that's when we get to the heavy duty stuff like the equipment I have to buy. Y'all don't like aggressive shit until you fuck me.
That stuff make me sick.
Exactly. Say what you want. You fuck me. If you fuck me and I'm using shit like that, and then you tell me you like it, you might be about that action. But if I break something like that up and a bitch be like, yeah, I don't know about all that, then you ain't cut like that. Quit going out here telling niggas these lies. You just like to be choked and like your ass smacked. That's it. That's what aggressive shit is to these bitches. You like your hair tugged on occasion, bitch.
I mean, you ain't got no hair. I gotta grab your forehead.
You know, just actually that's a hilarious visual. Reach on a bitch to the front, just yank her shit back. That's fucking hilarious.
Or grab a bitch by the chin and go like.
Hey, I've done that. I don't know why. It just hit different. You know why? It gives niggas the arch that they want. You ever thought about that? Like you just grab a bitch by the fucking like neck and lift her shit up, and because of that, she like up like this, so they give you like that perfect arch, and you just look down and the ass just bouncing the way you want it. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. What?
It do.
I'm telling you. The bitches ain't ready for that. That's a different type of choke.
Stanley, what are you, man? You a genius or something?
Oh man, I'm cut like that. This is all you learn stuff like this in the BDSM gang. You feel me?
What's the most like aggressive thing you've done to a girl?
Me? I ain't gonna hold you. I almost killed a bitch once. I say that because she didn't actually say like you almost killed me, but I imagine what I was doing could have possibly been deadly. But I made sure I eased off a bit. So I was doing like exactly that, like yank the bitch up like that. But on top of it, nigga, I had one hand right here, the other hand right here. So yes, nigga.
Stanley.
Nigga.
What the fuck?
That shit hit. I don't care what you say. That shit hit different, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I moved my hand. Like, I count. Like I said, I'm concentrating on not busting this nut too fast. And I just got the perfect arch out of the bitch I want. So, clearly, I had to make sure I concentrated on something else. I.e., making sure every 8 to 10 seconds, I was taking my hand off of her face so she can fucking breathe. And they helped me keep that nut longer, baby. So, I just held that position for a minute. After like 10 minutes, she's just like, all right, we gotta stop. Like, this, whew. I was just like, hey, I ain't doing it. This ain't really about you. If you let me do this shit to you, you're doing this for me at this point. Man, come on now.
At this point, I'm having fun.
Exactly. That's my fun. Yeah, that's it. I like it.
I bit a bitch.
Well, that's. Wait, did you mean you like bit a bitch hard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh, that's not hard.
and I growled.
Like tugging on uncooked meat. Why? That's hilarious.
Fuck, bro. It's at a certain point, you just gotta enjoy it. Like
You do. The best sex folks have is if you could like laugh about it. That's it. If you laughing during sex, y'all having. I feel like niggas that like if you laughing during sex, you might be having too much fun. But I could be wrong because ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, like, all right, let's get back to the fucking all this jokey.
I want to be one of them niggas that go like this.
Oh, see, no, them niggas be at. In my mind, that pussy trash. If your pussy gotta be garbage. If niggas over here like doing all this, like your pussy gotta be garbage.
Your pussy gotta.
Like, wait, did you see the video with the nigga making a sandwich on the bitch he was fucking? One, my nigga put bologna and cheese and nothing else on that sandwich. He just threw the bread on top of it and started eating it. The first comment I seen was dry ass sandwich. Never laughed so hard in my fucking life. That's number two, my nigga poured a bowl of cereal on this bitch. Like, he put the bowl on that shit while he was fucking put the shit in there, poured the milk in. Wasn't a lot of milk. Once again, imagine this nigga's a horrible chef. Picked it up and just started eating it. I was like, her pussy is garbage. If this nigga can do all of that, like, bro, her box is garbage. And she only let him do it because she know her shit trash. And she was just like, I just wanted to be good for him. So let this nigga get something to eat at the same time. Bitch, your pussy but.
Goodness gracious. That's kind of, man.
I don't even want to
It's vice versa, huh?
What?
You could have a small dick and bad stroke. Or your pussy could be trash.
Yes. And also, yes, but the first part of what you said is also vice versa. Because niggas can have big dicks.
And stroke be bad.
And be garbage. I feel like if your dick big, you need to know, and like, I don't know, maybe like some niggas with huge dicks, they ain't got experience, like fucking a lot.
I mean, cool. Some women are actually scared of,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because they experience something hitting that back button and going beyond.
Because niggas think your dick big, the goal is to like dig into a bitch. And once again, that's cool. Sometimes some girls like I said, the ones who actually cut like that. Some girls like part of their pleasure is the pain. But at a certain point, nigga, like you gotta calm down. If you got a big dick, you need to know how to use it, like to your and her advantage. Like when you already know you got a big dick, you cool on that. But like you need to know how to do it to the like fuck her to the point where it feels pleasurable for her and not painful. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you got a big dick, your dick might just not go all the way in, depending on what type of bitch you dealing with.
For real, man. She gotta open up to you. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that whole thing goes back to like if the girl is feeling you, then you know what I'm saying. You got a little bit more like room to work with because I forgot where I read this. I don't know if it was the inverse, but I think it was like if a girl is if a girl's like really like feeling you or whatever. Like her vagina like kind of expands more. I think it's like a whole thing like it expands to fit like who she's fucking with, pretty much. So if my dick is huge and I'm going to fuck this bitch and she really fucking with me, like we really on some like vibe and shit. Her pussy will get wetter because she's so turned on by me and she's comfortable with me. Her shit'll like expand like to the exact size to the point where it's not painful for her. And on top of that, as a guy, you know what I'm saying, you got to learn to like move slow until she gets to her body is just like naturally adjusting to it and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read it off of. This is on Tumblr. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Also, like a girl I was messing with, she told like, I'm not. You right. I'm rough at everything I do.
I know.
Like I don't start off gentle. I might get like 2-3 pumps in,
And then you just go
all the way in.
I still be doing that shit sometimes, but it like because once you finally in there, you be like, yes, my time to shine.
All right.
You just do the most for no fucking reason.
I mean, like even Goku start off as Super Saiyan 1 or his base form.
That's funny. Right.
But as soon as he see this, hold on, this nigga might got this
but
nigga might be
thing,
strong.
Goku start off like slow to save his energy because he said like each form takes a lot more stamina. So because of that, you know what I'm saying, he has to build. Not like he's building up, working towards it, but he's conserving his energy, but still getting that same strength at the same time. But not with niggas. Niggas be like, all right, I'm in this bitch. Go Super Saiyan 4, like for no reason.
Yeah, but once I went all the way in, I realized I hit that back button and she like grabbed me, tried to catch me. Like listen, niggas. If she doing this, slow down or like back up a little minute, cause fuck, those apparently that's really painful.
I like how you said apparently. Like I didn't know, but
I didn't know. That shit is extremely painful, niggas. No matter how y'all want to clout chase and be like, man, I got it. All that shit. No, I gotta be in the guts. I'm like, nigga, you already in the guts. Don't try to ruin them. Unless you down with it. But
unless they cut like that.
Yeah.
That you like that, but hey.
Like she told me, I was like, holy shit. She was like, nigga, I told you I ain't have sex in some months. Why'd you stick it all the way in there? I was like,
it's really your problem.
But true. But I'm like, fuck. Okay, all right. Let me
ease off.
Let me ease it up.
Let me help you out.
Let me not ruin it.
Yeah, because if you fuck a bitch, like, you got all the dick in the world, like, you fuck a bitch wrong that first time, like, chances are you fuck it again might not be a good thing.
Yeah, for real, nigga. Relax out there. Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
Yeah. It's a crazy world we live in, bro. Like,
you know, I think niggas is like that though. I feel like it's like that animal instinct for guys anyway, because they always say for guys it's physical and for girls it's mental. So once a nigga get in there, it's just like it's not necessarily, you know how they say dick take over. Like it ain't no more logical thought. Once a nigga inside and the shit feels good to him, that's it. Like no, I think it's because most of the blood flow, like, from our body goes to our dick. Of course, ain't no bones in your dick, so it's just like straight blood circulation pumping through that motherfucker. So you losing blood in other places, like your brain. So because of that, you know what I'm saying, you can't think logically. So nothing that's going on makes sense for the most part, especially when the box is good. If it's trash, then you ever fuck with your dick like half hard, half soft?
oh yeah.
You say with your dick on heavy, that's what it is. But
goddamn condoms will fall off.
I don't know nothing about that place.
Nah, like a half mass meat, like a condom will start falling off, cause like I ain't
a half mass meat.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Half mass meat.
Mass meat. Why is this so funny to me?
Titty meat.
Okay, no, we're not going over there. Actually, I feel like we should.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
You know what? All right. For those of y'all,
after 6 months of doing so damn well,
you were doing great, but
I was consistent. It all got tarnished last night.
Man, this motherfucker here.
Drunk Alfred got out last night.
Yeah. To his defense, he mixed his colors, so he was drinking clear and light, and before you know, he ain't even realized it. So I'll give him that. But still, last night, this nigga was doing the absolute most. And with that being said, his thing is, if it's drunk Alfred, you can't necessarily blame him for what's going on.
Totally different person.
It really is. Niggas don't know that, but it really fucking is. This nigga, we went, so they have this club in Savannah called 51 Degrees. They got 3 floors. Top floor is what, like EDM, second floor, hip hop, rap, all that. Very first floor, reggaeton and stuff like Spanish.
So basically, white, black, Latinos.
Yeah. So we went, but because it's like the EDM up top, it's usually fucking empty. So because of that, people will go up there to the bar to get their drinks because it's empty. drinks and shit. So we go up there. They're playing the EDM music, but it's empty. So they got a whole empty dance floor. So for about a solid 30 minutes, we all just start fucking around in there because the DJ's still up there playing music. It just ain't nobody up there. So we just over there doing our thing on the dance floor and all that stuff. So we decide, and this is after already coming from like a predominantly white club, and we just decide, hey, let's go here. So we get in this motherfucker. He get up there, he gets his drink or whatever. We start dancing around there. We decide, all right, let's go head down to go be with our people. You feel me? We get down there, and I ain't gonna hold you. Since the top floor was so empty, we had a lot of room to just dance and just have fun. So it was fun for some reason, even though there was like nobody fucking there. It was just literally like me, him, the other people we was with, and like another group that was up there getting drinks. But we was having fun because it was just an open floor to our damn selves. We get down there and it's just so fucking packed. Everybody's touching each other, bumping into one another, and all of this craziness. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I'm like, all right. We still gonna go out here and try to do our thing. Me and Miles went to the bathroom. You was already on the dance floor. You came and found us and was like, let's go. We followed you straight to the middle of the dance floor. I'm like, nigga, do you know these people? You was like, I had already started a dance circle. These niggas looked at him like, who the fuck is this nigga? So I'm like, dance circle? These niggas don't look like they too interested in your dancing. But once again, this drunk Alfred. So you can't really believe the shit that he said. So after that, this nigga started doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? We veer off a little bit. Come back, we hear, hey, hey. I know my boy over there killing it. So naturally, I got to go over there, gas him up. I'm like, whoa, whoa, hey, hey, hey. Like, working him up. One of his boys was in the club. And he think it's a whole circle that they're formed around him. In actuality, it's some hating ass niggas over here giving you the steak face.
Really?
Nigga, yes.
Bunch of bitch ass niggas.
That's always the case. When they see a nigga like actually like when they see a nigga dancing and bitches along with one of their homeboys, like it's already me gassing you up. You know how I am. I'm gonna be the loudest one over all of them. But on top of that, a group of bitches was hyping you up. Like I ain't gonna say a group, but it was the one bitch that you was dancing with. She was gassing them up too. It's like I guess these niggas was looking at her like, man, we were gonna try to dance with this bitch, but they seen her hyping this nigga up. Oh, they was livid. They was over there sitting there like, nigga, the fuck this nigga doing? His homeboy come up, but I'm still the only nigga over there gassing him up. I'm just like, hey, hey. His homeboy come over there. When Alfred get gassed up, when he dancing, it's like, it's so weird. It's like giving this nigga, it's like a spirit bomb. It's literally like a spirit bomb. This nigga is 100% feeding and getting bigger off this energy. Like, no matter what he do, he started leaning back with his dance move, and you could physically see his chest getting bigger while he doing this dancing shit. So, at the end of it,
hold on, nigga, I'm dancing right now.
Oh, the girl that you was dancing with, this bitch mushed me in the face. I almost stole this bitch, bro. I'm not one of them people that go around say, hey, I understand why this nigga beat her ass. But what you not finna do? Look, I'm married. I don't care about y'all bitches. So you put your hands on me, his homeboy, that's because your homeboy came over there and was like, yo, this nigga just eat this shit up. I was like, bro, you can literally see this nigga chest getting bigger. And she was like, oh, you a hating ass nigga. And mushed me in the face. I mushed that bitch so goddamn hard. I'm like, oh, you got the game fucked up. I don't know you. You don't know this nigga. I said, that's my boy. She was like, well, goddamn. I was like, my bad, you in my way. Like, bitch, move. I don't know you. I don't care about you, ho. This nigga feeding off your energy, not me. Get the fuck out of here. And then you start dancing with her. It made me laugh because I guess she didn't realize that this nigga was hella drunk. All she saw was him dancing. They started having like a little session. One, you almost got into a fight with some very big guy. I'm not saying he was big as in
tall, big.
Yeah, he wasn't like a big nigga. He was just like a wider guy.
Yeah.
So because of that, you almost got into a fight with this nigga because he was trying to get through. But there wasn't a lot of space, and the only place there was space was where y'all niggas was dancing at. So he had to cut through there. I get it. You stopped dancing in the middle of that, grabbed this nigga, was like, you know that's fucked up what you did. I was like, I didn't know what you was yelling at him. I heard you say that, but it didn't really like hit me that that's what you was yelling at him about. All I heard was, oh, it's fucked up what you did. I was just like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? And then I heard you go, you seen us having a dance session and you just fucking walk through that shit? You a piece of shit. And the nigga was looking at you like, you don't get the fuck out of my face. But once again, you looked like you was in fight mode. So immediately I got to doing the traditional nigga
What did I
shit.
do?
I started pulling my damn pants up, and the dude was just like, my bad, bro. I was trying to cut through. He was being a genuinely nice dude. Like, my bad. I just had to get through. I'm trying to get to the bathroom, and this is the only place I could get through. Wholeheartedly understood that. But you my boy. If you throw hands, I got to throw hands too. Knowing 100% your ass is wrong. I was just like, this still my nigga. If you
God damn it.
only because if it was just a one-on-one, I don't break up one-on-ones. You would have just had to see that nigga. But I didn't know if this nigga was with other people. So because of that, I'm like, all right, let me get ready. And me and Miles is just like, we got to help him. But Alfred pissing me off. But because of that, after that, this nigga Alfred go back to dancing with old girl, right? It's not like Alfred like to get danced on. He like to dance on his own, but he likes to get danced on.
If you gonna dance with me, bitch.
No, nigga. But she was lit like you were lit. It wasn't not like drunk lit. She was lit as in like, oh, this nigga could dance. I could dance. What it is. And y'all was going at it. Having the time of y'all lives. And I was like, you know what? This is dumb. Black folks just, you know what I'm saying? We need to have kickbacks like this.
Ain't it unite and strength?
Yep. And then you fucked it up. Because after that, like 3 times back to back, he was just like, you can literally see this nigga go, alright, and try to spin this bitch around to twerk on her. And she was just like, and she played it off. She knew what you was trying to do, but she played it off. It was just like, yeah, no, turned you back around and held your hand, you know what I'm saying? Y'all started getting together. What you do? Yeah. But we didn't realize that this was drunk Alfred we was dealing with by this point. Once again, they started, and then y'all start doing this shit. Like, she started doing this. She was like, okay. All right. The 3 feet? No, what? Bro, this shit had me dying. And then after that, she was just like, all right, I tried. Nigga, 3rd time's the charm. You was just like, you realize, like, this bitch ain't trying to twerk. She was trying to do it the first time. She was still with a group of her friends. So I was just like, man, he got it. And then after that, I ain't gonna mention that part. But still, it was crazy. And then that ain't even like the craziest
Thank
part.
God.
You know what I was about to say, but I'm not going there. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. My nigga be dancing. He be out there serving. That's what happened. After that, right? I told him, I was like, all right, bro, it's about time to go. This nigga caught an attitude with me because he got mad at me because I wanted to leave. Number one, this club wasn't jumping like it usually is. He got mad at me because he was like, you only been here twice. So I was like, hold the fuck up. You my boy. I will slide your shit in this bitch right now. Once again, we still don't realize we dealing with drunk Alfred.
Why would I talk to y'all? Y'all don't realize why would I?
No, but I can. This is a club. It's loud. I can barely hear you. All I know, I didn't know it got that serious. The only reason at this point is when I realized it. Because when you said it, you bucked up at me like this. You was like, nigga, you been here twice. I was like, you better calm your ass down. You better get the fuck. You was like, I was like, you over here catching the attitude, nigga. You better watch out. And you was like, I'm not catching the attitude. So before you try to curb stomp me, I was like, you working on it, bro. We got ready to leave. I was like, we need to go back upstairs. Because at this point, he don't realize it because he's so fucked up. But everybody in this bitch is booed up. And they playing EDM and fucking like Spanish music. And I'm always cool with the Spanish music. But most of the black people, including him, was just standing there like this. But you still wanted to be in this bitch. I was like, no, bro, this is where the night is going for the rest of the night. Let's go ahead and dip out. We get outside, hit the pizza spot or whatever. This random chick walks up, and some guys behind us tried to holler at her. And she was just like, no, thank you. And I guess she had friends that was in the front of the line. So she was like, first of all, as soon as she walked up, had like her titties damn near popping out of her shirt. We niggas, of course we see it and we notice it. This nigga, I knew he was about to say it because I looked at his face. He was like, titty. I was like, stop. I said, hush, because I know what you're about to say. And he wasn't quiet about it. The nigga was loud, like, titty. No, I was like, no. Relax, my nigga. I was like, no, relax. I said, I know what you're about to say. And she starts, like, she was already, you can clearly see that she was annoyed or whatever. So I imagine because niggas was catcalling her ass all the way till she got to the pizza spot, including the niggas behind her. So she was just like, you know what? Let me get to the front. She was like, excuse me, and it cuts through the line. This nigga was just like, oh, excuse me, and follows this bitch, trucking everybody in his way to the front of the line too. I was like, nigga, what? I was just like, I didn't want pizza in the first place. I was just sitting on the side smoking. Miles was like, I don't even want pizza no more. This nigga Alfred's pissing me off. So we get out there. Some random white girl walks up to us.
I have to text that lady. I apologize. I was drunk last night.
Yeah, bro.
Can you please apologize to your daughter for me?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But this, like, she comes up to us. She was crying or whatever. It looked like she clearly had a bad day. And she was, or maybe she went on a bad date, and the date was just like, "Fuck you, bitch, walk home." Like that's what it looked like. So because of that, she was crying, trying to find a way back home from like the downtown area. So she asked to use our phone. I left my phone in the car, not thinking about it. I just didn't want to walk back. Miles' phone is dead. The only nigga who got their phone on him, this guy, and he come walking out of the goddamn pizza spot, eating this goddamn pizza like a fucking animal. He's just like. All that shit, and she was just like, I was like, yo, Alfred, let her use your phone, and I'm assuming you ain't hear us, because when we said that, she was just like, yeah, I just need to use it. She's like, I work down here. She's like, I'm just trying to get a ride back home. And this nigga was just like, I'm sorry, but no. I was like, nigga, I was like, bro, but once again, you black, we gonna ride for you. We knew it was fucked up, but we was just like, well, is that nigga shit? That's what he said. And she was just like, I promise you I'm not going to like scam you or nothing. She said, I just need to call a ride. That's it. And he was just like, all right, this is what you said to her. And it was kind of fucking weird. He was just like, that's fine, but you got to stand in the middle of all three of us. That's the beginning of
that.
Yes, nigga.
Yes.
That's the beginning of some rape shit.
Oh my god.
Like, bro. I was like, you don't have to do all that. I said, just she was like, and she looked at this nigga and was like, thank you. She said, I appreciate this. I know you thought you was just like, I just said that you could use the phone. I'm like, no. Like, nigga, relax. And she just shut up. She was just like, I don't want to fuck this up. Like, she shut up, use the phone, call somebody, and the first person didn't answer. Cool. She called somebody else, they answered, then she left. And he looked at us and was like, should I have not done that? It was like, no, nigga, we was trying to get you to give her the phone. You good. Nigga, we start walking back to the car. We heard some club playing like that, what is it? Ain't nothing but a heart.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. This nigga already is fucked up, so he can't walk. So he can't keep up with us. So he's holding me and Miles by the shoulder to keep up with us. And then this nigga started screaming at the top of his lungs, singing this fucking song right next to my ear. I almost leaned back and elbowed your shit. I was like, bro, shut up. I said, you doing too much. I looked at Miles. I said, Alfred ain't allowed to drink around us no more because this nigga doing too much. Granted, I knew how it happened. I know this is drunk Alfred. And you was just like, oh, y'all can't be mad at me. You know what state I'm in. I was like, I'm grown. I can be mad at whatever the fuck I want to be mad at. And you was just like, but you know how I am when I get like this. I said, so with that in mind, you need to not drink as much because you know how you get when you like this. You self-aware even when you fucking like drunk Alfred. You just don't remember what happened the day before until niggas tell you. So once you heard that, you was just like, well, you right. Ain't nothing. No, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, I was getting pissed. And we get back to the car. And then the Alfred, Miles, he was like shotgun. Like, nigga, we not even inside of the car yet. You was like, oh yeah. But do you really want shotgun? He was like, no, bro. He said, I'm trying to make sure. He said, I'm trying to take a nap in the back seat. You can have it. We get to the car. First thing this nigga yells, shotgun, and sprint to the car. Nigga literally just told you can have it. He finally was lit. He was like, shotgun, running all drunk and shit. I was like, this nigga stupid, bro. We get to the car. We get inside. This nigga called he called his girl up. Not his girl, but you know what I'm saying. He called her up. Like, you heard me. He calls her. Okay, this nigga gets on the phone with her trying to find out if we can go to the function that I know how Alfred is drunk. I'm not about to take him over to this girl house. Not saying that he gonna rape this bitch or nothing, but I'm not gonna take him over there because I know anything is liable to come out of this nigga mouth. And I don't want him to fuck up the pussy he got or the consistent box that he got. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. We not going over there. Not with you fucked up like this. So I'm not doing that. And this nigga was just like, bro, she might let us over. Let me see. He said, you still at the game night? She was just like, yeah. He was like, can we come? I was just like, I said, Alfred, we're not going. She was just like, I don't know. This ain't my house. I said, don't worry. We not coming. I promise you we not. She's like, okay. He was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit drunk right now. She was like, yeah, I'm a little bit tipsy. Like I said, he's self-aware. He said, yo tipsy is yo tipsy. My drunk is something else. I was like, this, okay. As long as he knows. But I don't know what happened after that. All I see is this nigga take the phone, put his hand over his mouth, and was just like, you told me you said, what are you wearing right now? And I guess she said, oh, I'm wearing some jeans. And this nigga goes, you stupid bitch. I was just like, what? I said, you called her a stupid bitch for wearing jeans? He said, she know I wanted her to have on something sexy. I was like, nigga, she's in public. And I was just like, yo, you know what? Hang up the phone right now. You was like, no, bro, she called me. I was like, no, she didn't. You called her. You was like, no, bro, I just said she called me after the club. I said, once again, you picked up the phone and you called her. You was like, I did? I was like, yes. You was like, bro, I'm drunk right now. I was like, bro, hang up the fucking phone, apologize to her for calling her a bitch for no reason, and you hang up the fucking phone. He was just like, and he was listening to us. He was just like, he said, I'll call you back. I said, tell her you'll call her. You drunk right now. You will call her back when you when you are sober. He was just like, I'll call you back when, you know what I'm saying, when I'm sober. She was like, you don't have to call me back. I was just like, this nigga done fucked it up. And I said, tell her you'll call her back tomorrow. You was just like, yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. Cool. Hung up the phone. And then, I didn't tell you this earlier, but this is another thing you did. You know, I like to watch comedy specials on like a long drive to help keep me up. In the middle of me watching this shit, we both watched the same Dion Cole comedy special. In the middle of this nigga telling his jokes, you kept doing this to me, and it was pissing me off. You just, every time this nigga said something, you was just like, I was like, I said, nigga, if you don't go to sleep, you was just like, and then you just laid back. I was like, yo, I stopped this nigga, bro. Almost pulled that damn car over. Like, once again, he drunk. We'll let him have it. And then you was just like, man, I gotta drive all the way back home when I get to your house. I was like, oh, nigga, you are not driving anyway. I said, he was like, oh, I'm spending the night at your house. I was like, you're also not doing that because my wife's dad was there to help her move today. So I was just like, he's staying on the couch right now. So you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't spending the night. Just like, I'm gonna drop you off at your house. This nigga, we drop him off at the house. I search his seat to make sure he ain't leave nothing. And anything I seen when he stepped out of the car, I was handling his shit. Another thing, your bottle, like your water bottle, you know we got the same one, like the same big ass orange one. My shit was in the back seat. You watched me put this bitch in the back seat, and then you literally, you literally seen me put this bitch in the back seat, and then you said, hey, Miles, hand me my water bottle back there. I said, nigga, that ain't yours. That's mine. He had just handed you your shit in the front seat. He was like, no, bro, I'm looking at it. It's right there. I was like, bro, we got the same one. That ain't yours. I said, yours is literally right below your feet. He was like, no, it ain't, bro. It's like, nigga, look down. It's right there. He was like, nah, bro, y'all niggas lying. I was like, 2 seconds. Just look. And he was just like, oh, I thought y'all niggas was lying. I was like, bro, I'm about to crash this fucking car. Bro, but then, like I said, fast forward an hour, we get home. I dropped this nigga off at his house. This nigga called me, and I had a feeling he was about to call me because I was like, I feel like this nigga still doing something. And I made sure I knew it, so I was driving slow. Speed limit was like 45, nigga. I was going 20 because I had a feeling he was about to call me. And he called me for some bullshit. This nigga said, bruh, I got in the house, but I got the wrong key. I said, nigga, what? He's like, I got in the house, but I ain't supposed to be in the house. I said, you live there. What are you talking about, bro? He was like, nigga, I left my wallet keys in your car. I said, wallet key? I said, all right, bro. I said, you can pick it up tomorrow when, like, you come to the house and get your car. You was just like, all right, pimp. And hung up the phone. I was like, this nigga It's fucking retarded. This nigga said wallet keys.
Wallet keys. I saw that.
I left my wallet keys at your house, bro. I was like, this nigga's stupid, bro.
I woke up today, put in the group chat, who gonna pick me up today? This nigga Miles said, "Did you ever find your wallet keys?"
Bro.
then I put in the group chat.
He was like, wallet keys? And I'm sitting up here and I went and read that. I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, yo, this nigga.
I was like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about?
Bro.
And you know what? I didn't realize I was drunk until like I saw my car living out here. Then I called her. Then I called you.
Why would you call her?
Hey,
bitch, I know I said some crazy things last night. Did you see my whip? Like, what?
Because I checked the call log and I checked the timing.
Seen everybody you call? Okay.
Seen everybody call, then I checked my messages.
Okay.
I texted somebody happy birthday.
Yeah, nigga, that whole shit.
I got on the phone with her. She said, "Oh, so you don't remember? Okay, this is what you did."
Yo, when you literally was just like,
she didn't,
stupid bitch. I was like, nigga, no.
She didn't hear me say bitch. She just heard me.
Which is surprising because you cuffed the phone to make sure she heard all that shit. I was like, maybe it's a miracle she was somewhat intoxicated too. But boy,
she heard me call her stupid. That's all.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Drunk Alfred has ruined my life every step of the way.
Alfred,
in the past 3 years. He's like a cage animal.
Yeah, that needs to be put down. So next time we go somewhere, nigga, every time you take a shot of some alcohol, it need to be the same color. Number one. Number two, don't drink a lot. You need to stop at like maybe 3. This is a shot. So if you don't drink beer. So if you get like a liquor drink, you will 3. That's it. That should get you where you need.
I can't get them Savannah trash cans. I had I think bourbon and Coke.
Whatever, finish it up.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, niggas are ruining shit. But listen, we have to drink responsibly out here. Last night it ruined 6 months of doing so good.
Yeah. 6
months. I ain't having incidents like that. And one thing I hate to do is to burn bridges with my friends and family. I hate doing that. Yeah. It happened once. It happened a few more times. And then it was just an ordinary thing to the point where people will get tired of it. So you have to... So I say, watch what you do, watch what you drink, watch what you say.
That part.
So in these times, I hope you heed my warnings when it can happen to anybody. You got to slow down on your drinking, either not drink at all or drink in moderation. But last night, I could have got hurt.
Beat the fuck up.
Could have got curb stomped. Could have lost some pussy.
3 things you never want. Just throw the pussy in there at the end. I could have lost some pussy. You should have said, and worst of all, I could have lost some pussy. Just look this again.
I love drinking.
If those 3 are the epitome of what matters to you most, you need to reevaluate some shit. Yeah. Oh, curb stomp, I get it. But lost some pussy, that one.
Hey man, I love drinking. I love dancing. I love having fun.
That's fine.
But not as much as I love pussy.
Oh my god.
So that's going to be the end of it on the podcast today. We actually got 2 minutes left. Anything you want to plug in, Pimp?
Go ahead to YouTube, and I got 2 channels, Corillogcial in one, and the second channel is my Keep It a Thou Wow podcast. I also have merch, as you can see, Lame Gang hoodies, t-shirts, all that jazz, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, since I live alone now, I got a lot more content I'm finna be cranking out, so Corillogcial on all platforms. Just follow your boy.
All right. I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. This has been Big Dale 16. This has been Corillogcial. And this has been the Bare Truth Podcast. Hope y'all stay tuned till the next time. Peace. That's for you. That was your bullshit. Peace. All right. Stay wavy. Long live Dante.